Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Custom Charm Farm. And they have sent something very special, which I will show you right now. Oh my god, look at this little Sam robot charm. I am obsessed. Is this focusing?
Yeah.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much. This is like the cutest thing ever. I'm so obsessed with it. If you guys want to check out their stuff, it's really cool. They do a lot of tiny food and stuff. Check out their website, customcharmfarm.com. We will leave the link in the info box below. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day, like Custom Charm Farm, make me a Sam robot. I'm just kidding. Check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so thank you guys again. Last night, what a night. Brett had that amazing expository speech. Rachel was evicted by a vote of 5-4. Rachel and the Hive were blindsided. It sounds like an old band, like Rachel and the Hive. Blindsided. Whoa. Angela won HOH. Damn! Oh my god. It was quite a night, very in line with season 20. So the feeds came back about 15 minutes after the end of the show, so we didn't get to see like the immediate fallout after the show ended. But when they did come back, Bailey and Tyler were in the pink bedroom. She is pissed that Brett threw her under the bus in front of everyone during his speech. He didn't even consult me. He didn't tell me he was gonna say that. Are you freaking kidding me? You just put him up on the block and tried to get rid of him. Like, you were actively campaigning for him to go. Stop. He doesn't owe you anything, and it's not his fault that you told a non-ally about your power. That's all on you. So Tyler's like, yeah, you can't really be pissed at him. I mean, he was just trying to stay. So that conversation was interrupted by other people. That's the end of that. So then JC and Fessy were talking in the bathroom area, and JC obviously knows he voted to keep Brett. And he was telling everybody all week that he was going to evict Brett. So he's got to keep that under wraps. He's got to get to work immediately to try and convince people that it was somebody else. So Fessy's a good place to start because he's pretty freaking gullible. So JC is like, oh, Scottie's walking around super happy. This is probably what he wanted. Rockstar's walking around crying. It's a lot. So he's like, if you're going to be sad, go cry in a corner. That's what I do. That's great. Okay, so she does end up crying in the storage room. She's upset that she lost the HOH competition again. She came so close. She messed up her math. It was wrong. So yeah, she lost. But anyway, JC is saying, I did not flip the vote. I swear, I promise, and that's all Fessy needs to hear. He believes JC. It's crazy. So JC's like, maybe we can try and blame this on Rockstar and get Angela to target her instead of one of us, because JC's like, I don't know, that girl's alliance might be a thing. Angela might put up 2 guys. So then JC is asking Fessy, did you know that Bailey had the power? And Fessy is like, she didn't tell me. That's a lie. We know that Fessy was the first person that Bailey told, but nobody really knows that in the house right now. So Fessy he's not owning it. But he doesn't understand why Bailey told Rachel about her power. No one does. No one gets it. No one gets it in the house. No one gets it outside of the house. It just doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, I get what she's saying somewhat, that she was trying to make her feel better about being a pawn, but like, why are you gonna tell somebody that you have pretty much no game relationship with this huge secret that you haven't even told your own allies except for Fessy? It's insane. So then later, Angela's like, she's super happy, and she's just like, wow, I've never seen the house so depressed before after an HOH competition. Can't you at least smile when I'm around? So Brett's like, oh, everybody's probably just depressed that I'm still here. I think I'm speaking for a lot of people right now when I say we're not. We love it. We want Brett to stick around because he's bringing the entertainment this season. So Sam was also there, and she's like, I gotta tell you this. Haleigh is getting on her last nerve. I guess it's because she like doesn't contribute around the house with the cleaning and the cooking and everything. But she also says that Haleigh is going to be climbing up Angela's asshole this week. And she's going to be so far up there that Angela's going to be able to taste what Haleigh eats. I don't think there's taste buds in your butt, but you never know. Maybe they're taste buds. I don't know, but that was a lot. So then Sam is like, just so you know, I'm probably not going to be hanging around a lot because I will slap Haleigh in the head. And she doesn't want to do that because she says Haleigh's a really sweet girl, but she's just getting on her nerves. So Angela's like, it's all good, don't worry about it. And Sam's like, don't put me on the block and just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So Angela tells her, don't worry, this is a vacation week for you. You've got nothing to worry about. So Sam is free to just do her crafts all week. Like she wasn't gonna do that anyway. Alright, so Tyler is already making plans for this week with Casey and JC in the lounge room. Tyler's like, Bailey is probably only gonna use her power if she's up on the block. They still don't realize at this point exactly how it works. They don't know that she has to decide if she's gonna use it before the nominations are announced. So Tyler's like, you know what? This means we can still backdoor Bailey. We're gonna freaking flush out that power. It's gonna be great. And Casey and JC are like, yeah, this is awesome. Everything is awesome. So JC brings up some other potential targets. We got Scottie, Rockstar, lots of options. You know who's not on that list? Fessy. Because JC is hardcore protecting him. So Casey says, we can pretty much do whatever we want this week. We control the votes. I mean, there is always that chance that something insane could happen with a combination of Bailey's power and the hacker thing, but they don't know about that yet. So anyway, Tyler was then with Rockstar and Fessy after he was talking to those two. He is so good. He's explaining to them why he voted Rachel out. She tried to frame me with the hinky vote last week. Nope. Also, Rachel was trying to get him to go after Bailey with her. Also not true, but they're buying it. They're like, yeah, that's we see what you're saying. That's fine. But now they're wondering, what's Angela gonna do as HOH this week? So Rockstar's like, I think Angela's working with Brett, Sam, and Casey. Not Tyler though, right? No way. Crazy. So then the Hive is just trying to figure out who flipped their damn vote again this week. They are so quick to assume that it was one of their own before thinking, hey, maybe it was JC. And anytime anybody brings up that it could have possibly been JC, Fessy's like, no, he swore to me that he didn't do it. I believe him. It wasn't JC. Okay, so, I mean, Haleigh, Scottie, Rockstar, Fessy, their names are all coming up. I would say Scottie and Rockstar's names are probably more prominent, though, as the potential flippers. They've got no idea what's going on. At one point, Scottie even turned to the camera and was like, if I end up winning this season, I am the worst BB player ever to win, because he has no idea what's going on. He says, I'm a patsy. I love that I have no idea what's going on, but it's crazy. Okay, so then the feeds went down for a little while Big Brother was telling them about the new hacker twist. This one is a doozy. So I believe it's only going to be for 2 weeks. They're going to have hacker comp today, and then they're going to have a different one next week. So the winner of the competition is going to remain anonymous, unless they tell everyone, obviously, or unless they tell somebody who's not in their alliance, and then that person tells everybody else. Okay, so this is how it works. The hacker basically wins like a diamond POV. They can change one of the nominations before the veto. So they can take somebody down and they get to pick the replacement. That's nuts. They also, it's not done yet, they also get to pick someone to play in the power veto competition, and on eviction night, they get to eliminate 1 vote. What? That's crazy. So like one thing too that I learned later, it sounds like if you are saved by the hacker and you're taken off the block, you're not automatically safe for the rest of the week. You can still go up as the replacement nominee. So I guess it kind of like takes, so it's kind of like when you get a marriage annulled, like you're not divorced, it's annulled. You know what I mean? So you can still go up as the replacement. I don't know if that was a good analogy. But anyway, because I'm saying, like, it's like it never happened, technically. Alright, so that's what that's all about. So, Angela and Tyler were strategizing in the have-not room. There are so many moving pieces now with Bailey's power app, the hacker comp. They don't even know that Tyler has the other app at this point. So Angela says that she's thinking about putting up Fessy and Rockstar because she doesn't think that Bailey's going to use her app on anyone else other than herself. The hacker thing is going to make it less powerful because one of her nominations could change. And Tyler's like, that's great. You know, you could still backdoor Bailey if you want. Hint, hint. And Angela's like, yeah, I could, but I'd also like to backdoor Scottie if the opportunity arises. Tyler's like, yeah, I'm down. It sounds great. Angela doesn't like Scottie because she knows that he's been throwing her name around as a target the last few weeks. True. So Tyler's like, yeah, but, you know, keep in mind it could be good if we backdoor Bailey this week because when she goes, the power's going to go with her. That's going to be gone. Something to think about. So Angela is then saying she definitely is thinking about putting up Fessy as one of the initial nominees because she wants to try to drive a wedge between Fessy and Bailey. Because again, she's thinking Bailey's not going to use this power unless she feels like she's in trouble herself. And Fessy is going to want her to use it on him. So when she doesn't, he's going to be really pissed. But they agree. You know, it's fine. As long as 2 people from the other side are up on the block at the end of the week, it's all good. There's so many targets out there for them. It's fine. So, it seems like Angela is mostly focusing on Scottie or Fessy at the end of this week. But Tyler is like, okay, keep in mind, JC is probably going to be more receptive to getting rid of Scottie because he feels like he has Fessy wrapped around his finger. So then Angela's thinking, well, maybe I'll put up Scottie and Rockstar, and then there is that opportunity to backdoor either Bailey or Fessy if they don't take out Scottie. Woo! So many options. Okay, so then Brett was in next to talk to Angela. He is just like, I want to marry you. I want to have your children, or you to have our children. Mr. Mom, and I hope they have your memory, and blah, blah, blah. I'm obsessed with you. I'm bowing down to you. Okay, great. So then Brett starts sharing this conversation that he had with Bailey. This happened off feeds. I'm assuming it happened, like, right after the show ended. She basically went up to him and was asking, why'd you make that speech, you know? Why are you trying to make an enemy out of me? That was unnecessary. You got, okay? Why would he not? You were trying to get rid of him. So Brett's like, oh, my back was against the wall. I did what I had to do. And he says that he was targeting Rachel with a speech, not her. Okay. So Bailey says that she only told Fessy and Rachel about the power. But then Brett tells Angela, yeah, I was talking to Fessy like 2 seconds later, and he's denied knowing about it. So clearly he's a liar. Good to know. But they really want to make sure this week it does not get out that JC flipped his vote because they want the other side to continue to implode. They see it happening. They see everybody freaking out being like, who did this? So they want to make sure that that continues. So then they discuss nominations, and again, Angela's leaning towards Scottie and Rockstar as the initial noms, and she wants to do this to try and keep Bailey from using the Power app, because then they could potentially backdoor Bailey or Fessy, and again, if Bailey goes, her app goes with her. So, okay, then Angela also spoke to JC. She told him the plan, and JC is really trying to protect Fessy here. He's like, Fessy's not coming after you. Fessy and Brett will go after each other, and that's good for us because we'll be just sitting back watching it happen. And it seemed like he was also trying to protect Scottie. He said that Scottie is not coming after Angela, but Angela's like, I've heard from multiple people that he's dropped my name. And he has. So JC is like, well, it might be best to put up Haleigh and Rockstar and then go from there. I think JC doesn't want to see another guy go this week. Anyway, meanwhile, Bailey and Tyler chatting on the Sky Bridge. She starts spilling her guts. What are you doing? Have you not learned your lesson? I guess she feels like she can trust Tyler, because he told her right before the vote that he was going to vote for Rachel to go, and he was giving his reasons, like, she tried to, you know, pin that hinky vote on me, blah, blah, blah. She was going to try to get me to go after you with her, all that. And Bailey's believing it. So I think because of all the chaos, she feels like she can trust Tyler because he was the only one to tell her what he was going to do. So she tells him all about her power, and Tyler finally learns that she has to decide before the nominations if she's going to use it or not. She does get to pick both nominees, and it's good until final 8. So that's a lot longer than everybody was thinking. So she also says that she only told Fessy and Rachel about it. So Tyler's like, cool, that's great for you that it lasts so long. You shouldn't use the app unless you think that you're going up. You know, you should save that for when you feel like you're in danger. He's totally setting her up because he knows he wants her to get backdoored this week and leave with her power. So Bailey agrees with him. She's like, yeah, I only want to use it on myself. That's why I only told Fessy initially about it. I didn't want to tell all my allies because I didn't want to have to use it on them. She says she doesn't feel like she wants to use it for like the next 2 weeks because the hacker thing really makes it pointless. It doesn't have the full effect. Everybody knows she has it, so she wants to see if she can wait for a bit. So then Bailey is talking about how Rachel ruined her game on her way out. Sorry, but you played yourself. She never should have told Rachel in the first place. That's on her. It's on her. Sorry. It's on you. Okay, so anyway, Haleigh and Bailey were then chatting in the pink bedroom, and Haleigh, first of all, is upset because she didn't know what the hell was going on. Second, she is being accused of flipping now. She does not appreciate that. And also, she says that she's sad if Bailey opened up to Rachel about her power and not her. She feels like Bailey does not trust her now. So Bailey's like, I didn't want to tell anybody. I only told Rachel because she was bugging me so much. She came up to the HOH room like 18 times, blah, blah, blah. She keeps saying it was 18 times. But she says that she was pissed at herself right after she told Rachel because she didn't trust Rachel at all. Why would you tell someone that you don't trust at all about a secret power? So anyway, Haleigh's like, okay, I understand. It's all good. So then Bailey shares some details about her power, but it wasn't as much as she told Tyler. She's definitely holding back some stuff there. And then they're trying to figure out what happened with the votes, and guess what? Neither of them can figure it out because, of course, they're accusing their own allies instead of other people. All right, classic Faute, Hive, whatever you want to call them, they're still just as clueless. So then Angela and Bailey were just starting to talk and have a one-on-one when Sam calls a house meeting. What the freak? Please don't curse on the show. Please don't curse. What is this? So everyone goes to the kitchen for this house meeting. This was insane, guys. This was insane. If you thought it was crazy when Sam was freaking out about JC potentially throwing that HOH that she won, you'll love this. So she's like, okay, everybody, this is the first house meeting. She says, I think I've proven myself to you guys that you can trust me. I've been really straight up, blah, 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 blah. So she's like, I've got an idea about how to deal with this new hacker twist. She says, we've all just been thrown this curveball. Why don't we just make sure that I get it? What the F? Okay, so she's like, everybody just go into that hacker comp, refuse to participate, and then I'll do my best to win. Was she not just crying the night before about people throwing competitions and her feeling like she didn't actually win? Now she's asking everyone to throw this to her. What? So anyway, she's like, the good thing is everyone will know that I have it, so it won't be like this anonymous thing, and I will vow not to change the nominations, and it'll be like it just never existed. It's just one less stress that we have to worry about. So she says, I'll also play in the veto. I'll throw it, and I'll cancel my own eviction vote. I will make that sacrifice for everyone. So everybody's just like, is she like on drugs? What is going on? So JC speaks up and he's like, okay, so like the way this timeline works, you've got nominations, then you've got the hacker competition, and then you have the veto. So do you really think, say JC is nominated, he's like, do you really think that I would want to give up one extra chance for me to save myself if I'm up on the block? That does not make sense. So Sam is like, yeah, but winning the hacker competition doesn't ensure safety because, again, you can still go up on the block as the replacement nominee. And everybody's just like, yeah, okay. But people are not feeling this idea because it's insane. So Sam keeps arguing that they should just throw it to her. She's like, I'm offering to do something stupid to help everybody else. And Rockstar's like, oh, wait a second. It sounds like you're offering to take control. Yup. So then they're like, all right, well, whatever. Let's do an anonymous vote to decide if we're all going to agree to do this or not. If we're going to agree to throw this to Sam. So then Rockstar's like, wait a second. What if people say that they're going to throw it and then they don't follow through? And then, like, everybody else throws it and they just easily win. That's really messed up. So then they're all telling Sam, like, yeah, it's not that we don't trust you. It's that we don't trust everybody else. So it's definitely not happening. I can't believe anybody was even humoring this at all. It's insane. Why would you do that? So Sam's like, fine, we won't do it. I'm just trying to help everybody. I guess we'll have no control over what's happening now. It's over. This gave me some serious season 1 flashbacks when Chicken George was like, we should all leave the show and then we all win. So then Julie is telling them, okay, you gotta tell me now. You gotta decide if you're gonna leave or not. And freaking Jamie's like, does that mean we're not gonna be on the show anymore? Yeah, that's when they decided, okay, we'll stay. It felt like that. So anyway, that craziness is over, but the excitement continues because just a few minutes later, Bailey starts freaking out on Rockstar in the pink bedroom. Bailey's like, everyone thinks that you're the one that flipped this week. We think you have a deal with Brett, and you were seen talking alone with Brett. I'm pretty sure this, like, incident that she's referring to of Rockstar being alone with Brett is based on a lie that was made up by JC, because I mentioned it in one of the other spoilers. JC was saying, like, oh yeah, I saw Rockstar and Brett off talking alone. And people were just, like, putting that in their back pocket, and now it's coming back up again, but it never actually happened. So Rockstar's like, what? I voted Brett out. I didn't speak to Brett. And Bailey's like, shut up. She really just told her to shut up? Wow. So she says, I saw you talking to him with my own eyes. Did she, though? Or is she referring to the lie made by JC? Because I think she's referring to the lie. But she's like, stop making me look dumb. I'm out there defending you. I look so effing dumb right now. Yeah, Bailey, you do. But it doesn't have anything to do with what Rockstar has done. It's all on you. So Rockstar's just like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's happening here. Bailey keeps accusing her of all these Brett things. Bailey says, well, you've never told me that you have me over everyone else. And why would she? Why should she? Bailey is always saying that, like, nobody has her back and she's all isolated and whatever. You chose your number one. He just happened to get evicted, and now you're upset that nobody is, like, going to bat for you. But, like, that's your fault. I just... okay, anyway, then Bailey brings up, like, it's really convenient that Brett didn't vote you out last week. What's the deal with that? I thought you guys hated each other. Why would he not vote you out? Rockstar is just flabbergasted. She's like, I never talked to Brett. He didn't even campaign to me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then Bailey ends up storming off after a few more minutes of discussion. Rockstar follows because she wants to finish this conversation. And Bailey's like, not now. I'm too upset. So then Rockstar goes back to her room. She's crying. She's upset because her friends are doubting her. Some friends they are. And then Casey and Sam come in to comfort her, and they're like, it's okay. Brett did this on your daughter's birthday. Like, that's really messed up. So, okay, Bailey and Rockstar do end up talking again later. And Rockstar is still crying. She's like, I don't think I have the heart for this game because I've been 100% honest. So Bailey's like, well, you're obviously a good actress. You said you were going to come in here lying and scheming, and you told those stories about how you used to go in grocery stores and start crying and freaking people out. What? Who does that? So Rockstar is like trying to say something, trying to like jump into the conversation, and Bailey freaking shushes her. She's like, shh, shh, the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, so then Bailey is like, tears and promises mean nothing to me. I just want to know who lied. So Rockstar brings up, well, Haleigh has been lying in Brett's lap. You know, she was in the hammock with him until 5 in the morning the other night. Scottie has flipped his vote before. Maybe he did it again. And Fessy has been all cozy and having a grand old time with Brett and Tyler, but nobody seems to care about that. So, like, why is this all on me? And she brings up, Brett embarrassed me on my daughter's birthday. Yeah, she's still saying it. So she's like, there's no way I would work with him. It's insane that anybody would think that. So Bailey, again, is like, you were talking to Brett one-on-one. Rockstar's denying it. So then Bailey's like, all right, well, you want to bring him in here and we'll ask him? So Rockstar's like, yeah, I'll go get him. So she gets up to go get Brett. And Bailey's like, you know what? Actually, no. I don't want to deal with it. That's pretty convenient, don't you think? Okay, so then Haleigh joins them eventually, and they continue to be clueless about the votes. Moving on. Angela gets her HOH room. She got a letter from her mom. Her music was Hootie and the Blowfish. She got, mom just went, she got her family pictures, a Hilton Head sweatshirt, which Tyler was really interested in. She got her snacks, and she shared her wine with everybody. Yada, yada, yada. Great. Let's talk about what else happened. So Bailey got her one-on-one, which was interrupted earlier by Sam's house meeting. So Bailey clarifies some stuff about her power app. She says, yeah, I gotta decide before nominations if I'm gonna use it or not. So that is a very important piece of information that they now have. And Angela's like, all right, I'm not gonna put you or Fessy up on the block yet. And Bailey's like, that's awesome. I guess I don't have to use my power. And she says if either she or Fessy win the hacker competition, they'll let Angela know, figure out what they want to do from there, and if she wants them to keep nominations the same, they'll do it. Really? Are you serious? Like, everybody was telling Angela, if I win the hacker comp, I'll tell you. Are they serious, or are they just trying to stay off the block? Because if they're serious, that's nuts. So just keep in mind here, Angela's planning on backdooring Bailey if possible. But she says to Bailey, if I don't win this whole thing, I want you to win so that you can be the first black girl to win this whole thing. She wants to get rid of you. Oh my god. So of course Bailey is like eating it up. She's like, oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Queen Bey. All right. So then Haleigh and Fessy both had their one-on-ones with Angela. I'm just grouping them together because it's like whatever. They both told Angela that they would leave the nominations the same if they win the hacker competition. Moving on. Angela also talks to Scottie, and she lets him know that she's thinking about putting him up this week, but she says it's as a pawn. She says, I'm confident that you could win either the hacker competition or the power veto to save yourself, so, you know, I'm not coming after you. But she is. So she's like, even if you're still up there with Rockstar at the end of the week, I'll make sure that Rockstar goes. She's lying! If the nominations stay the same, Scottie is the target. Okay, so for the rest of the night, the Hive is trying to figure out what the hell happened. They still cannot figure it out. And level 4, are they calling themselves level 4 now? They're just like having a grand old time in the HOH room, laughing about it, laughing about how confused the Hive is. Angela does end up solidifying her plan. She's like, I'm gonna put up Scottie and Rockstar. If nominations stay the same, Scottie's the target. If we get a chance with either the hacker competition or the power veto, put up Bailey. She's the new target. We'll get rid of her power. And if they can't get Bailey for whatever reason, Fessy will be the new backdoor target. Woo! So it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. So then today, did Big Brother F something up, or did Tyler use his cloud power? Because Big Brother said the cloud over the loudspeaker, and that app image showed up on some of the like intercom screens. What? Did they just like F up, or did Tyler really just use his power? Because I don't think it was necessary, obviously, but maybe he thought that Bailey was going to use her power. I don't know. That's pretty messed up though if they F that up and it's like out there now. I don't know, but the feeds went down, and they stayed down for a long time. They usually don't stay down as long as they did for noms, but when the feeds came back, we find out that Angela did in fact put up Rockstar and Scottie as planned, so I guess Bailey did not use her power. And of course, Rockstar was crying again. She's back to her whole complaining about spoiled rich kids and blah, blah, blah. Angela owns a business, like her own business, and Brett has a job. Okay, whatever. So anyway, later, the feeds go down for the hacker competition, and they're not back yet. And I don't know if we're gonna know who won, because like if it was Tyler, is he gonna tell people? I don't know. Is he gonna keep it a secret? Who knows? We saw how secretive he was with his app. So I don't know. I feel like we'll probably find out who won the hacker competition, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. There's so much here to unpack. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until tomorrow, much love.